What did he just say? Oh my goodness. So unless you've been living under a rock, you're probably well aware that Israel and Iran have been going at it. And one of the biggest issues that Americans are having right now is that, hey, we don't want to get dragged into war. We don't want Israel to drag us into some war, into an eternal war, and nonsense ensues. And that's been, the sentiment of most Americans right now, even on the right and especially on the left, okay? Especially given as far as, what was going on with Gaza. I think there are many people who are now seeing Israel being attacked and them talking about, hey, they're going into shelters. They're starting to see it as, well, this is, repercussions for your actions of how you made people in Gaza, feel, how you made people, the Palestinian people feel all this time. So there's that sentiment going on. Now, having said that, there were allegedly talks of negotiations. Since then, Iran has said, hey, we're not going to negotiate as we're being attacked, okay? You can stop attacking us, and then we can come to the table and talk. Then Trump was asked about this, and it sounds like Trump is giving, he's speaking out of both sides of the mouth, because he's saying it's too late, that they should have negotiated before, but he's saying they should still come to the table.
That Iran wishes to de-escalate the conflict.
Yeah.
What have you heard? What have you heard from the Iranians?
They'd like to talk, but they should have done that before. I had 60 days, and they had 60 days, and on the 61st day, I said, we don't have a deal. They have to make a deal, and it's painful for both parties, but I'd say Iran is not winning this war, and they should talk, and they should talk immediately before it's too late.
Then we also have Netanyahu. Netanyahu, when asked about this, Netanyahu's very much, he seems to be a bit duplicitous. Okay, it just is what it is. I'm calling a spade, because how he's going at it is, he's praising Trump, which is what Trump loves. He loves the praise. But at the same time, he's saying, we're going to do our own thing. He's essentially saying that the negotiations are nothing, right? That it's just a ploy for them to create their nuclear weapons and, such. That's what he's trying to say, that there are no negotiations. That what should happen right now is that, the U.S. should help Israel destroy the nuclear facilities that Iran is allegedly building up.
Let me start with the news that has just come in. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Iran has been urgently signaling that it wants to end hostilities and to resume talks over its nuclear program. According to the journal, they have been sending messages to Israel and the United States via Arab intermediaries. Have you received that message from the Iranians?
Well, not directly, but I'm not surprised. I mean, they want to continue to have these fake talks in which they lie, they cheat, they string the U.S. along, and, we have very solid intel on that. But of course, they want to keep on building their nuclear weapons and building their mass ballistic missile arsenal, which they're firing at our people. They want to continue to create the two existential threats against Israel while they're talking.
Now, mind you, there is no evidence of that happening, right? There is no evidence whatsoever, because he's trying to say that, they're building up, missiles that, can reach deep Europe, but they can eventually, reach America.
They have ballistic missiles that can now reach deep into Europe and soon could reach the United States.
And what this feels to me, and once again, I have no dog in this fight, is that it just seems like fear-mongering. And it seems that he's playing on Trump's ego in addition to fear-mongering the American people, like, hey, you help us, you help yourself, all right? As a matter of fact, you're not really helping Israel by, giving us, ammunition and arms and stuff like that. You're actually helping yourself. You're actually helping the world.
What I'm saying is that we're not merely protecting ourselves. We're protecting everybody. We're protecting our Arab neighbors, with whom we want to expand the peace, as we did under President Trump's leadership in the Abraham Accords. That will be possible if Iran is defanged. We're also protecting the world.
And to be honest with you, that's a genius tactic, okay? It's a genius tactic, because he's not appealing to, to their interests. He's appealing to a broader interest. He's appealing to the self-interest of the U.S., because that's how he's framing it. As if you help us, you're helping yourself, but you're also helping the world, to strike peace and to end, this threat to the country, to the world, because they're not only threatening Tel Aviv, they're not only threatening us, they're going to threaten, everyone. And this then leads me to an issue that I have with what he said in this, I think it was ABC interview. And that is, he was talking about, hey, today it's Tel Aviv, tomorrow it's New York, okay? That he's all about America first. He has no problem with that, but he has an issue with America dead.
Today it's Tel Aviv, tomorrow it's New York. I understand America first. I don't understand America dead.
And I don't know what to tell you, because this is almost, I won't say verbatim, but, you know, it's very much the gist of what Zelensky said to Trump, which caused Trump to go off. Trump got triggered because Zelensky was saying that, hey, you know, you guys are separated by this ocean, you know, given, you know, Russia is not impacting you, but eventually you won't. That he'll eventually, the problem will come to your doorsteps. And then Trump, if you guys remember, Trump was like, don't tell us what's going to happen, okay? Don't tell us who's going to threaten us and yada, yada. Don't tell us that.
Everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
And that's what set Trump off. And I'm like, I find this interesting because this is exactly what Netanyahu is saying. Netanyahu is saying that Iran, you know, it's Tel Aviv right now, or it'll be New York tomorrow. And that's crazy given, you know, given 9/11, given the history in Iraq and that whole debacle. It's crazy that he would say such things, because if I'm not mistaken, he was also the one that was saying, hey, they have weapons of mass destruction. If I'm not mistaken, that's what he was saying. But for him to put that out there, you know, and we take that in totality with all the fear mongering that he's putting out there, that, oh, this is happening, is, you know, they have weapons, they're nuclear weapons, and they're going to attack you, and just like they're attacking us, and it's only a matter of time, and we got to do it now, that we can't wait. We can't do negotiations, because that's what I'm getting from Netanyahu. He doesn't want negotiations.
The talks were merely a facade. And absolutely, if it could be achieved with negotiations, fine. But it wasn't being achieved, so we had to act to safeguard our existence. You would do the same.
He wants to destroy the alleged, you know, threat that is Iran. Okay, whatever that means to Israel, whatever that means to Netanyahu. I don't know what that means as far as when mission is accomplished, you know, job's done, pack it up, boys. I don't know what that looks like to them. But nevertheless, I don't know if anyone knows what that looks like, because Netanyahu is constantly saying, you know, things that, oh, we're sharing intelligence, and that, you know, they've always had missiles and the nuclear missiles and all this. And it just seems like everybody is taking him at his word, that there is no evidence. There is no proof that has been shown to the American people. I highly doubt it's been shown to Trump. And everyone's just like, oh, yeah, well, he says it. You know, he's our ally. There's no reason for him to lie.
Come on now, dog.
And I don't know, man. It's just really, really weird. And if you notice, there was like Tim Pool.
I'll make a gentleman's bet. I doubt anyone in the room will take it, that within the next week or two, there will be an attack on Americans from some kind of Iranian actor.
Brother, what's that?
There was other right-wing influencers who were anticipating an attack. Now, listen, I'll admit I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to geopolitics and foreign affairs and everything, but I know a setup when I see one, okay? I know pretext when I see pretext. So if Trump is saying that, hey, any attack to America on Iran, that is gun-ho, we are going to be in this war and we will fight you. And then you have all these Republican influencers, especially Tim Pool, who is shown to be, you know, being paid by foreign entities that are, you know, conflict with American ideals, we'll say, for lack of better words. When you have this, you know, this almost as if they've all been given, you know, marching orders, and they're saying, oh, there's going to be an attack. There's maybe an attack on the U.S. by Iran. It's starting to come off as a pretext. That's what it's starting to come off as. It's starting to come off as what some would consider, you know, a false flag to get America into this war to help Israel.
He's out of line, but he's right.
What I've seen of Netanyahu, I wouldn't put that past Netanyahu. Netanyahu is for Israel. That's what it seems to be. And I have no issue with that. Listen, I have no issue with that. I believe that if Trump was for America as much as Netanyahu is for Israel, bro, we would be we would have flying cars. We'll say that. we would have flying cars, all right? We would have Wakanda. That's where we would be. Because I very much believe that Netanyahu is, he'll use anyone and anybody to protect Israel, to protect his people. He doesn't care what he has to do, what he has to say, what he has to, fearmonger about. As long as his people are protected, as long as his nation is protected, that's all he cares about. I see him using, America as a means to an end. Everyone is a means to an end as long as they're safe. As long as they're safe and sound, it doesn't matter. They will lie, cheat, steal, bribe. Doesn't matter to be secure. There's a level of respect you have in that, but there's also a level of, listen, how about we just don't take everything this man says as fact? How about that? Because clearly his interests don't align with ours when it comes to America. His interests at the very least aligns due to the fact that we can help him. The moment in time that we stop being, beneficial to Israel, they will turn on us. I don't doubt that at all, bro, to be honest with you. The moment in time that the checks start bouncing, to Israel, they will turn to someone else. And they will say, hey, we wish you all the best of luck. And they'll go with someone else. That's how that'll work. So I don't like him saying that. I don't like, all the right-wing influencers that are just going to bat and everything. And any type of criticism is anti-Semitism and all this foolishness. Because that's very much a curtailing of free speech, which has been pretty in line with this administration on behalf of a foreign government, okay? That's the issue that I have. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not I believe Lucas Lewis, we got to listen to Netanyahu. He has intelligence, and he shares intelligence with us. And, he hasn't been wrong, thus far. So we got to end this threat of Iran right now in their nuclear facility. That's what needs to happen. Or I believe, how about we, I don't know, how about we take a step back, all right, and we reanalyze the situation along with Netanyahu and whatever he's saying. I just, that's all I'm saying. Just so we're clear that we're making the right decision for America, not for Israel on behalf of America, but for America. So, and just be a little, cautious of the fear mongering that's going on, that's trying to spark action, right? It's trying to ignite you to do something, because that's how foolishness, ensues. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me Thursday through Saturday. Disagreement day, there'll be a number on screen. You call in and you duke it out. Well, we duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. Am I completely off basis or, nail on the head? And subscribe and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
There will be an attack on Americans from some kind of Iranian actor.